Hey, welcome to my wrap up of the week, I guess, or the month. A lot of things to say. First of all, I want to tell you this is my hunting cap. Do I go hunting? I have guns, but no, no. I'm squeamish when it comes to little birds and animals and even big ones. Unless I'm going to eat them, and I know I have to eat them by force, then yeah, your butt's mine. But other than that, no. But I do go fishing, so really, I call it my hunting cap to make it sound like I'm a hunter. Speaking of which, Hunter Manley Trump, as you know, when it got in the White House, and you people, you people. When I say you people, I'm talking about a lot of my peeps that I listen to the true media, what they call the alternative media. What I call them is fake news, propaganda, lamestream, radical media. But that's another story. Anyway, the true media is, they're up in arms. Like, well, what do you mean you're not going after Clinton? That was part of your platform. Yeah. Well, first of all, didn't Obama set the precedence that being in Washington, especially at his level, means you're going to have to lie? Taking that into consideration. Also note, okay, that when you're negotiating a deal, there's a lot of deception involved. I don't have enough money when you have like billions of dollars. This car looks horrible. I mean, look at that scratch, and you want it. You really do want it. But you don't want to, you deceive the salesperson. It's part of, we do it all the time. Even, family dynamics. There's a lot of deception going on. A lot. Even though it's extremely small. But why I'm saying this is because Trump is the man didn't make all this money without knowing how to negotiate. He's the master negotiator. In negotiation, there's deception. Do you actually think that he's going to turn a blind eye to the multiple, not just the email, and what was involved in that, which were several other, major crimes involved in that, but multiple crimes above and beyond the email scandal, Clinton email scandal, which in and of itself was treason. So you think he's gonna, he says, Hillary's been through enough. Hillary has not seen anything yet. Greg Hunter, in his weekly news wrap up, made an awesome point. Hey, the funding for the Clinton Foundation is drying up quickly. When you don't have money, you don't have that much power, do you? So the power in that particular machine, that corrupt machine, is going down. Knowing a little bit about the mafia, just a little bit. I was raised in DeKalb Avenue in Brooklyn. Capish, that's all I have to tell you. If you, and by the way, at that level, you're going to know a lot. And this is what Greg Hunter says. You got no power, and you know too much. What's next? And he says, I leave it to your imagination. My imagination is quite simple. We've been under mafia control with these degenerates in the White House for the most part. Not all of them. I'd say a very small percentage do not fall under the degenerate name, if you will. But most of them are. So it's a mafia. It's a mafia ring, mafia organization. Who really writes the laws? Well, let's see. Big pharma. Big pharma. They can't write. Oh, yes, they do. Healthcare. The insurance companies, health insurance. They write the laws. Certainly, the banks write the law. These are corporations. We're in a fascist system. And it's dead. It is dead. If you think, Trump's a fascist, you got. Well, let's just put it this way. We shall see. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is this, okay? By hook or crook, and pun intended, these people are gone. They're over. It's over. That's why. That's why the breakdown. That's why the Clinton had a nervous breakdown, and they're really shitting bricks right now. Big load of them. It doesn't stop, and I'm loving every single second of it. And if you actually think Trump is going to just, a man of his word, a man of the master deceiver when it comes to negotiation, the master deceiver. Okay, why not turn it around? So why not listen? He did that to the media, the bastards, suckers. Media, you're a bunch of suckers. When Trump calls you in, expect a butt whipping. He gave him a butt whipping. That's what he did. He gave him a butt whipping. Boom, that's it. Oh yeah, come to Trump Tower. Right? The media's like, we'll show him. Hey, give me that cigar. Trump takes the cigar, says, turn around, put your pants down. Okay, I'm not going to go into that. And I really have to apologize for being so graphic at times, for being such I don't know, such a mafia guy, because I really am not. I'm a very nice guy, IT person and so forth. But that's another story. By the way, the IT department in the Clinton IT department, people are starting to disappear. Oh, that's another story. So again, I don't think that's going to happen. I think what's going to happen is after he gets into into power, and that would be in January. His appointees will take care of the situation. No one can point to him, because really, when it comes down to the presidency, the Justice Department, okay, it's supposed to not be, it's supposed to not be a political bullshit. But the Justice Department, that's not politically, motivated. They'll take care of it if there is a true Justice Department, which there will be, I believe. We don't have it right now. We don't have anything believable or just. I also wanted to bring out that when it comes to people that I listen to, I have people all the way up top. There's a line of people that I listen to call my peeps. I have people all the way up top as my credibility sources. Now, I cannot say they're 100%. No one's 100%, and I don't expect that. But the information that comes out of them, even though sometimes is a little, for the most part, I throw that aside, and I look at the aggregate. I look at what's being given now. Turd Ferguson, he likes to call himself Craig Hempke, but I know his real name is Turd. He just had a conversation, if you will, with Jim Willie. A must hear. I'm looking for another vehicle to replace my '09 Japanese-made car. I have a Japanese-made car, and I have an older. I'm not. Yeah, I drive older cars. American-made car. Guess what? The American-made car, in freaking credible. And if you want to know, drop a line or something. I don't know. Get in touch with me somehow, and I'll let you know what kind of car it is and what year. Awesome vehicle. Never had a problem with it. Now the Toyota, I have to say, I've had a few issues with, but not too many. Very, it's a sturdy car. Problem is, I'm trying to sell it, and I am definitely looking into another American-made vehicle, preferably by the same corporation. And the reason why I'm doing this is because Jim Willie dubbed the word shice dollar. Okay, now everybody's starting to use it. He was the one that dubbed it. I have the video, the audios for that on archive. So he dubbed it the shice dollar, and meaning there's going to be a new dollar. There's going to be dollar devaluation. I know you've heard this hundreds of times throughout the years, but believe me when I say this, it's happening right now. Bond market is starting to crash. What do you think? Why do you think gold is down so far? Remember, it hasn't stopped being manipulated. They have to do that. They have to deceive. They have to make sure that the price of gold, well, at least this is the COMEX price of gold. Go to India. Offer your gold for, if you have any, I don't know, 1,400. All right, I'm going to make a few $100. 1,400 an ounce. They'll snatch it in an instant, because in India right now, okay, there are gold is actually 3,000 an ounce. And you heard right. Check it out. You heard right. Dollars, not rupees. Dollars. If you converted the rupees to dollars, if you bought an ounce of gold, or you converted rupees to dollars, you would be paying $3,000. $3,000 an ounce. Gold prices going all over, and Asia's buying like crazy. Russia's buying like crazy. Large. You can believe Jim Willie on this one when you listen to that conversation. Large orders of gold, non-existent, almost non-existent. But they keep a few by the local coin store, just to just to appease the public and say, oh, I can get gold. Well, you can afford what, $10,000, $20,000 maybe. We're talking hundreds of millions of dollars. We're talking tonnage here. Cannot get it. So if some enterprising person says, well, I'm gonna take all the gold I'm going to go to every state, every city, every town, and hit all the jewelry stores and pawn shops and all that, and I'm going to grab all the gold I can. And when this guy's got to have a lot of money, and if he's not caught by the authorities, because he's spending all this money all over the place, because we live in a communist, true communist country here still. So, yeah, we're watched. Okay, so you couldn't do something. But if he could, and he took everything, okay, and he would sell it out in the market, he would make a handsome return. Handsome. But here's the problem. He can't do it. There are laws in place that a person like that could, money, say Warren Buffett type money, he sends a few of his minions out. They have to pay cash. They have to pay either with credit card or whatever. Before you know it, someone's going to notice. So the rules are in place. Yeah, you can still buy gold and silver. I would personally, I'm not advocating buying or selling or anything, okay? But seeing what's going on, and Trump even mentioning that he would consider a gold-backed currency, knowing the shice dollar is right around the corner. It'll have a different color. It'll mark the end of the dollar hegemony that's right now. Well, I can't say worldwide anymore because a lot of countries have dumped it. Yes, I'm talking. This is 2016, November 25th, 2016. And I'm saying major countries are dumping the dollar, and lots of countries don't want to be doing business with the dollar. Interesting, isn't it? So with all that said, okay, don't fret. Again, it's not Trump, it's an idea, okay? The idea and the frequency shift, if you will. The pendulum swing is saying, let's get back to justice. If by any chance Trump is really not lying or deceiving as he's supposed to, as a good negotiator does, and he basically says, I really don't want to go after Clinton. Oh, believe me, others will. Others close to them. Others will say, hey, come here, Bill. You're not leaving that door in one piece, Capish? So sit down. What's your wife's name? Hillary? Hillary. There's a good idea right there. You too. You know too much. Sorry. If you're somewhat religious, say your prayers. Guido, lock and load. That's all I need to say. When you lose money, you lose control. When you lose control and you know too much, enormous target on your back. So justice will be done. So don't fret. Have a happy holiday season. We just got through Thanksgiving. By the way, my wife was telling me she's out shopping, not because of Black Friday, but it happens to be Black Friday. Because I'm losing so much weight. She says, well, gotta get you new pants. Well, she's right. Because the other pants are real baggy. So, she's shopping. I asked her, I said, hey, how's how are the Lions? And, she goes, there's hardly anybody around. Now, yeah, we live in a podunk town. But believe me, it's hopping. It really does hop. Especially in situations like these, and it's not interesting. Very, very interesting. So, don't believe what the media tells you. Yes, there are problems with our economy. They will be addressed, and one by one. And oh, by the way, one more thing. Sorry, but I have to say this. People, the Shemitah. Jonathan Kahn was pointing to a time frame where people's psyche, the world mind, if you will change. That's the reset. You're in it. Enjoy it. It's not going to happen all in one day. It's going to be a process. Have patience. We've lived under this corrupt system for decades. It's going to take a little while for it to come back to the other side. How long? I have no clue. It may take full 8 years of Trump just to get, the Constitution back in order again, because it's been ripped up to shreds. I don't know. All I know is the frequency shift is here. And whether it's Trump or someone else, they cannot stop it. Have a good day.